60 seconds.
Hey, can I get one of those tape dispensers, you know, for the scotch tape?
1 second, hon.
Hey, I'm Raul. Tell me how many people are playing. Flying solo. Put your flaps up and type in your name.
Okay.
One more thing. You looking for a 21-question game or more like a... I got it. In fact, I'm all over.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in beef chunks.
Hey, why don't you fix your problems and light this candle?
20 seconds.
What?
20 seconds? Okay. When you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't, don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices, or you're gonna lose cash. Okay? Okay.
10 seconds.
Hey, good luck.
9.
Okay,
8,
lose the desktop.
7, 6, 5.
Go to black.
4.
Have a good show, people.
Labor Day, LD9.
Some material may be unsuitable for children.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to the movie edition of You Don't Know Jack. So it looks like you don't know anyone who played the game with you. What a shame. Well, at least you know you'll win. Okay, I need a category.
For the enjoyment of everyone during question 1, please, no unnecessary talking.
Shh. I proudly present, there are bad movies and there are bad movies. I'm giving out $3 grand for a right answer. Fire up those frontal lobes. Here's the question. Say you wanted to get lucky with Nancy Allen's character from 1941. Based on her character's sexual idiosyncrasies in the film, what movie should you rent with her? Bus stop, used cars, airplane, or Das Boot? In the film 1941, Nancy Allen's character can only achieve orgasm in an airplane.
Honey, I also rented Top Gun.
Oh, yes!
I need a category.
Cut the red wire! Watch out, it's gonna blow!
That was close. Too close. Now showing, I just chucked one deep to Maria. $1,000 if you get it. Heads up, here it comes. Suppose you wanted to recreate the big gang fight in West Side Story using professional sports teams with the same name. Since the Jets and the Sharks are the rival gangs in West Side Story, the New York Jets and the San Jose Sharks would be doing the reenactment. And why not have them do it? We've already seen Joe Namath in pantyhose. What's a little soprano solo after that?
A question so real you can almost touch it. Filmed in spectacular 3D.
Here we have great moments in film history. How does $2,000 sound? All right, help me out here. Buzz in and start typing when you know. What's the name of that film? You know, it's got that girl with all the braids in her hair, and that guy who played that drunk named Arthur. It came out in 1979, and it features Ravel's Bolero. What is that movie? Let's see. We're talking about the movie 10. I remember Bo Derek, and for some reason I thought the movie was called 2. All right. Shark! All right, here's the deal. Hey, you can't go in there, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Strap on your helmet. We're going in. If the following movie characters were to enter a men's room, each would most likely use a urinal except whom? Dill from The Crying Game, Josephine from Some Like It Hot, Dorothy Michael. Of the 4, only Victoria Grant from Victor Victoria is biologically a woman. She shouldn't feel bad, though. The rest of them can't stand with their head against a wall and lift a chair. Category, please.
Piece of crime all the time. 5.
Chew on this. It's in the stars. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Wow, look at this old horoscope from 1957. Aquarius, a future marriage is in the picture. There have been other women, but she's the first lady. Which Ronald Reagan film would this horoscope best describe? Hellcats of the Navy? No, Barbara Stanwyck starred in Cattle Queen with Ronnie. Sure puts a different spin on mad cow disease, doesn't it? The correct answer is... Hellcats of the Navy is the one film that starred both Ronald Reagan and his future wife and First Lady, Nancy Davis. In real life, the future Mrs. Nancy Reagan also dabbled in astrology. Apparently, the magic 8-ball just wasn't giving her the answer she needed. I need a category.
Password.
Yeah, tell him 6 sent me.
Say hello to really specific names for monsters. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Grease yourself up and get ready to wrestle. Which variation of a famous parental admonishment might have helped the scientists in the 1951 version of The Thing?
Why can't you be more like the Wolfman?
Nah, that's what Dorian Gray's mom could have said. Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. The Thing was a big blood-sucking vegetable.
Quick, lure him next to the entree.
Okay.
7 is the number that I'm suggesting. He's suggesting 7. He's suggesting 7.
The category is The Master of Preteen Suspense. 2 G's if you get this one right. Listen up, children of the TV generation, because it's time once again to name that child actor. A certain child actor from a popular TV show also appears in a certain Alfred Hitchcock film. If that film's title included the actor's TV name, what would the title be? Dial M for... More like The Contestant Who Knew Too Little. Should have picked this. Jerry Mathers plays Shirley MacLaine's son in the 1955 movie The Trouble with Harry. It's a movie for the whole family, despite the fact that some scenes do display a little beaver. Okay, pick a category. Excellent choice. It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is... There's gonna be a shootout. Okay, I'm gonna read a... Okay, Maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. And let's go. Kevin Costner, Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp. Kirk Douglas. Henry Fonda. Val Kilmer. Burt Lancaster. Kurt Russell. Last one, Dennis Quaid. That's all you wrote. You lost 2 of them, but at least you got the majority. Let's look at your total score. Just trying to put some food on the table. Let's keep going. I need... This category is known as, for those about to rock, $1,000 at stake on this one. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. If Nigel from This Is Spinal Tap had a girlfriend who had the same characteristics as his special amp, what might he say about his current old... In Spinal Tap, Nigel makes a big deal out of the fact that his amp goes up to 11. And to see if his girlfriend goes to 11, try twisting one of her knobs. Let's give a nice warm welcome to, man, does he suck, $3,000 on the table for this one. Fire! Now that you're paying attention, imagine this. Oh no, Pee Wee Herman has been turned into a vampire because he or she also played Blackula. Which actor from Pee Wee's Playhouse probably bit Pee Wee's... No, Lawrence Fishburne would have turned Pee Wee into a singer and then slapped him around some. For the curious, here's the right answer. William Marshall, who played the King of Cartoons, also played Blackula, which might be the reason why all of his cartoons sucked. That's it for round 1. Let's go to round 2. Now remember, everything in round 2... category. Coming at you, it's the longest I've ever seen. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. All right, it's the annual NFL regular season showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas gives Niner QB Steve Young trouble all day, so he defends himself in the way made famous by Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard. What should the Cowboy defenders do? Plug their ears to avoid verbal abuse, install face shields on their helmets, be sure they're wearing their protection. The middle linebacker for the prison guards team got plunked in the jewels with the ball, thrown by quarterback Burt Reynolds, twice. After each time, Reynolds' entire team proceeded to jump on the poor guy. Guess they heard him moaning loose ball and thought there was a fumble. Okay, give it up for the running of the has-beens. $6,000 on the table. Better make it good. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. If you were racing in the original 1981 Cannonball Run, which of these could you not do? Run over Mickey Rooney, flip off Jamie Farr, cut off Bert Convy, or blindside Terry Bradshaw? Mickey Rooney was not in Cannonball Run. Mr. Rooney doesn't go for those lowbrow flicks. He prefers more cerebral films, like How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. I need a category. Well, what do we have here? Toy Story, been there, done that. 6,000 big ones for a right answer. Whoa, must be tough. You know, usually they make a movie and then come out with dolls and action figures for the kids, but sometimes some genius film exec decides to do it the other way around. Which of these children's toy movies does not exist? The Care Bears movie, the Cabbage Patch Kids movie, My Little Pony. There's no Cabbage Patch Kids movie. Besides, if they made one, you'd never find a theater that was showing it, and if you did, it would cost like $150 to get in. Okay, pick a category. Hiya! The selection is, Are You Talking to Me? And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. Say, you know the Bachman-Turner Overdrive song, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet? Well, suppose BTO were to do a follow-up song to You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, commemorating the first line spoken in the first... Al Jolson added dialogue to the recorded musical numbers in The Jazz Singer. His first words are, wait a minute, you ain't heard nothing yet. I think the next thing he said was, baby, 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 you just ain't heard nothing yet. All right, hit me. The category, Kids That Play with Power Tools. You give me a right answer, I give you a quick 4,000. Okay, take a close look at this picture and tell me, based on what he builds as an adult, which of these movie characters probably built this as a kid? A young Carl Spackler, a young Preston Tucker, a young Allie Fox, or a young... Unless you can play golf on or kill gophers with a wagon, I would say that Carl, the assistant greenskeeper from Caddyshack, had nothing to do with this one. Bet you wish you'd pick this. In Tucker, the man in his dream, Preston Tucker builds a revolutionary car. Yeah, I hear it was a pretty nice car, great gas mileage and everything, but you always needed somebody to pull you around. Category, please. Uh-oh, best of hits fried spore.
It's time for a
ticklish test come.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Too much of a good thing. And $10,000 right out of the gate for this one. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to be quick. Now listen closely and see if you can tell me, what movie title does this rhyme with? Reverie kills. Stop. And don't be thinking about the punctuation. It's all yours. Type in your answer. Oh, great. Now I've got that damn Axel Foley song in my head. Okay.
The following question has been rated 17. No questions under 17 permitted.
This one's called Twisted Family Relationships. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Mia Farrow and Maureen O'Sullivan are both in Hannah and Her Sisters. Based on the real-life relationship, actress Maureen O'Sullivan is actress Mia Farrow's mother. Which means Woody Allen might be dating her next. I need a category.
What do we got out there? It looks like 18, sir.
For your enjoyment, Pretenders to the Throne. Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Since he has not yet played the king on the big screen, which of the following actors could not be blamed for all of those supposed Elvis Presley sightings? Scott Bakula? As of 1996, Scott Bakula has not portrayed Elvis Presley on the big screen. Although, there is talk of an all-new Quantum Leap in which he leaps into the body of Lisa Marie. Okay, pick it. Let's see what we got going. One hell of a tub. And you pop a right answer, you got 2,000 bucks. Get your finger out of your ear and listen up. We're going. Rub-a-dub-dub, 4 men in a tub. The Butcher, the Fabulous Baker Boys, the Candlestick Maker. Given the Baker Boys... The Fabulous Baker Boys are both nightclub pianists, with Michelle Pfeiffer as their lead singer. Yeah, the Butcher and the Candlestick Maker don't care if they take up some extra space, as long as the Baker Boys stop trying to tickle their keys. All right, hit me. And I believe this one's called Something Big You Put in Your Mouth. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's see how you handle this one. Say you ask your friend for a stick of Big Red gum, but he gives you the Big Red one instead. Considering the movie's subject matter, what will you be putting in your mouth? World War... I'm gonna have to give you a Big Red nyet on that one. Here's what you should have picked. The Big Red one is about the U.S. 1st Infantry Division with Lee Marvin as sergeant. And I dare you to ask Lee Marvin if you can kiss a little longer. Okay. Time. Oh, so you know how this movie ends, huh? Well, then let's fade to black. Here's your category. Jammin' performances. Speaking of which, now it's time for you to give one. Good luck. One. Amazing! Let's check out what it did to your score! That's the game! Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
Nice work, people. Cue the commercials, and Raul, what's happening? We going again?
So, you're the leader of the high scoreboard. Why don't you test out your new authority by telling the other people on the scoreboard what to do? What? You can't? Guess being the leader doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, does it? If you want to play again, just whistle.